to this week's IndyCar on the Oval, 3 p.m. Lanes Raceway style. Get the chat up and rolling here real quick. Oops, my mouse is going crazy. All right, well, it looks like we got our cars out there, all 6 of them here for the IndyCar race today on the Oval. The breakout time set to 1.7 seconds here, and looks like we're going to have quite a tight race here. Bruce Bullington back in the mix, as you can tell. We got a couple of turtles out there, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think one of them is Ronan, is what Nathaniel said, and the other one, of course, is Leonardo. All right, racers, watch your lights. And here we go, green racing, folks. 4 red lights drop out to green, and we're going to go racing. I'll tell you what, the past 3 times they've raced this race, it's been very, very close. It's going to even be closer now that we have a 1.7 breakout on the track. Not to mention, there went a breakout right there, so Glenn's going to the bottom. Over going too fast. He went a little bit faster than 1.7. So we'll probably hear that noise quite a bit here, folks, as the average time has been given to me by Gold Dust himself there on yellow with the yellow shirt. He recorded all of the times last night, sent them to me about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, and then he divided them all by how many racers there was. Now that's for every best lap time on every single lane, and we ended up coming up with 1.758. So we rounded it down to 1.7, and that's the best lap, because I don't get to just choose what time it is. There's actually a little drop down menu, and 1.7 is what we rounded it to. So I could have did 1.8, but then there'd be a lot of breaking out. As you can tell, most people are running in the 1.8 lap time on their median. But right now, we got some pretty close battling here. 34 to 40 is what we're looking at, the complete spread. And of course, you know, Glenn taking a hit there on blue is what dropped him to 4th. Everybody else hasn't yet hit that, but Nathaniel and Bruce are getting close with their best lap of a 1.774 there. So everybody really just trying to pace themselves and stay really true to it. 20 seconds left to go. We got 3 people on the same lap, essentially, fighting for second place. This kind of racing I like to see is that side-by-side and a straight up to the outside shot there for Paul Woosley as Nathaniel Burton gives him the boot. So that's going to cause Paul to drop even further now. And that's it. So we looked at that one wreck right there. Just that one wreck there was the only wreck we seen. Nathaniel Burton, 66 laps. Gold Dust, 65. Tied with Bruce at 65. 64 for Glenn Burton, 57 Jay, and 54 for Paul Woosley. Gonna leave you guys here with the Oval, and you can watch these guys work on their car, and I'll be right back with you. 1 minute into the heat, and we just seen a pretty big wreck there as he gets started at the front of the line there. Paul Woosley just bought that car here today. It was one fresh out of the box pretty much from Garrett, and Garrett wanted a big blueprint done, so I just swapped him chassis to one that I already blueprinted, and we can see that Paul's car come off there on red, went all the way down, narrowly getting missed by every single car on the track, but nonetheless, from the top to the bottom, we're looking at about a 10 lap difference or so, right at it. Paul Woosley there, of course, a little bit more down on the lanes there. So he hurries up, gets his car stuck back in. Car comes off a white lane and slams hard. That's Bruce Williams as he goes to get put in front of the start-finish line. Everybody else, man, really battling for the top 3 positions here. As we can see, it's still anybody's ball game because the majority of people are still high up on the hog. Got a couple people down low. Nathaniel Burden, Glenn Burden down low. Gold Dust there in the middle. As Nathaniel breaks out yet again by 0.02 of a second. So that's really close. So we are hearing quite a few breakouts take place. 11 seconds left to go, and we got 2 on the same lap. That's Nathaniel and Glenn. They're neck and neck there, blue and purple. As we get a red flag rotation, we can see Glenn about to be over the start-finish line. Nathaniel Burden ending up there in the high banks portion of the track. Glenn Burden now currently the leader, 65.5 average, 65.5 average for Nathaniel. Gold Dust, 63.5, 62.5 for Bruce Bollington back in the mix. Jay Latham, 59.5, and a 52 on average for Paul Woosley. I'll leave you guys here with the oval. We'll be right back with you. right, folks, 4 red lights are going to drop out. We're going green. Sorry about the delay there, missing. I have a customer I was talking to. Minute 57 seconds. We're just getting this baby started as we see a breakout for Jay Latham down on purple. Nathaniel Burden breaking out up on black, losing the lap there. Glenn Burden currently in second, but after that breakout, it's put them neck and neck here, as we can tell. Bruce Bullington there in third, just 5 laps or so down. Jay Latham, same situation, and Goldust, same situation. Looks like Paul Woosley out currently as he's working on his car. Yeah, I would say, like, you know, that stuff was real popular when we were kids, the rat finks and stuff. You probably have found it all day long then. But I still have seen some of the little characters, you know, and that'd be pretty sick to have. You wouldn't believe how much those they're more in depth than that. They have like a full-on flag, looks like a full-on drag race. How much? Like $30. What? Like they're more than that. They Mid-America sells them. Yeah. Like $30. I might be able to get them cheaper than that. Well, I don't think there's a lot to them, really. It might be because they got them all painted. Probably paying for somebody with a paint stencil in their hand or something, you know. Folks, after that heat, Nathaniel Burden, Glenn Burden, 261 right there with each other, neck and neck. 251, Jay Latham, Bruce Bullington, 250. Goldust, 240. Paul Woosley, 156 as he set out that heat there. But I'll tell you what, it looks like Goldust and Bruce Bullington. Bruce Bullington's got nothing but 4 lower lanes left, so he's going to start clipping back up a little bit. Jay Latham about half and half. Glenn Burden, he's going on the high side now, so he's going to probably drop and things are going to equate a little bit. Nathaniel, he's about half and half, really. Got a couple more up top, though. Leave you with the oval. Be right back with you whenever they race. All right, folks, we're back. Glenn Burton, Nathaniel Burton battling it out. 268 total laps. 10 laps down from that, Bruce Bullington, but he's on his way back as he's going to gain a couple more laps here. Jay Latham also right there with Bruce as they battled basically to not go below that 1.7 lap time. Gold Dust there, 251. Breakouts are rough. And definitely the decider in this almost. We see Paul Woosley getting his car back under control here on the purple lane as he rolls around. Another breakout. That's Jay Latham breaking out again. Jay's pushing it as hard as he can without hitting the speed limit here. Nathaniel Burton now currently in the lead by about half a lap now. Jay Latham and Bruce, though, the ones that are on the deciding line here, right at that 1.7 lap time. Both of them turning the best lap of 1.704, narrowly missing a breakout. And they're tied up just like Nathaniel and Glenn. So it's a battle for third and it's a battle for first. 28 seconds left to go. It's going to be interesting to see how Gold Dust fares, too, coming down the line. And that's a red flag rotation. See Gold Dust there, right there tied up with Glenn, one of our current fighters for the win on yellow. 65-66, what you're looking at. A three-way tie on purple for 67. Jay, Glenn, and Nathaniel. That's what it's going to take to get the win here. 64, 65, and 63 down on black. Black is the decider. If you break out, it's probably going to be the end of you. But Gold Dust there, 62 to 65 is Glenn and Bruce. 60 there on green to 65, 62, 66. Pretty close racing here, really. A lot closer than we're normally seeing here in any of our racing, simply because there's somewhat of a speed limit here posted. Nonetheless, we'll leave you guys over here with the oval. We'll be right back with you. folks. 4 red lights going to drop out to a green, and got a comment from Glenn saying a whole lot of breaking out going on, huh? I was like, yep, it is quite a bit. Black lane, essentially pretty rough for sure when it comes to the breakouts rolling. Okay, Latham getting started at the start-finish line there. Now currently in 3rd place. Bruce Bullington being back in the mix here. He's right back into his old swing of things. Him and Jay battling back and forth as he now takes over Jay Latham. Another yellow flag there. Paul Woosley able to take another lap. Paul being out a couple heats like that, kind of hard on him. We now see Goldust down on blue lane. His advantage here is to be able to run as hard as he possibly can to catch back up to 3rd or the podium for sure. He's going to have to push it. Nathaniel Burton on orange running a 1.795. Pretty good. 3 cars lined back up here, purple, yellow, and blue. That's Bruce, Jay, and Goldust. They all kind of cluster up going down low. A nice little gentle rub sending Bruce to the outside, causing a little bit of an incident through the high banks of Goldust. That is Goldust. Goldust is in the middle. He's not pleased. Dana Durham there with the hook of life. Minute and 45 seconds left to go in this heat. We got all 3 of them lined back up again. The only one missing is Jay this time. Right now, heat 6 of 8 as we roll again down low there on black. Paul Woosley wanting to make a move. He's kind of pinched in there by Bruce there on purple. Both of them running in the 1.8s. Keeping her safe. Guy getting really excited on TV behind me. Paul Woosley currently turning 23 total laps down there on black. Looks like to be tied up with Nathaniel Burton up top on orange. We had a car to the outside wall there. Looks to be Paul Woosley's car. One minute left to go, halfway through. Nathaniel Burton, leader. Bruce Bullington doing a breakout of 1.618 and breaking out again 1.695 and again with a 1.695. Breakouts are rough down low. Can't really push them as hard as you'd like. Trying to keep everything on the up and up here. Oh, it's a little bit of a love touch there. Nathaniel Burton coming out. Looked like Paul Woosley was rushing So it looks like the guys are allowing live track putback-ons as long as somebody doesn't press the button, which is, I guess, technically a gray area, but nonetheless, we'll allow it. If you don't press the button, you just wait to get put back on, you will not get penalized. Nathaniel Burton now out by about 2 laps from Glenn Burton, but they're both battling here back and forth. Jay Latham there, 363. Bruce Bullington, 360. 4 laps difference separates those two. Goldust, 351 to Paul Woosley's 255. 100 laps or so separate those. Everybody neck and neck. Pretty much, if you get rolled out of one heat here, it pretty much keeps you completely out of the race. Nonetheless, feels good to be a winner. I know that. I know that when you are able to come up over top of all this and bring home a win, it does feel good. So we head over here to the track mate. Nathaniel Burden currently on track to be that said winner with 392, rolling nothing but the upper 60s, it looks like. 389 to Glenn Burden, right there on his heels with 64.8 on average. Jay Latham round up your top three with 377. Take you over here to the oval, let you guys watch these guys work. So you see a few of them putting their player cards in there, and we'll be right back with you. Dalton just now signed up for our iRacing Monthly. Basically, where he can sit down, use the simulator, and do all his racing and stuff like that. This does not also include the 10-lap battle, but it's still a pretty good deal if you want to practice up for the 10-lap battle. It just makes it that you can sit down anytime and play. You don't have to pay me money. But the charge, of course, being reoccurring, every month he will have to pay $35 to stay involved in that. But it makes it where they can get in there and run several races and stuff like that. Plus, it's pretty good expected money here for the shop. Bruce Bullington breaking out there with a lap time of 1.592. Nathaniel Burden still your leader, 402. Only dropping 600 frames here on the IndyCar series today. Don't forget, folks, chat is still live. I know you can only see half of my head there, but nonetheless, this chat is still live, or it was. Yeah. So if you're on YouTube, you want to chat, it's open. All the other ones for chat have not been working too well, so still having issues with them. Looks like an update's fixing to start happening yet again for the X Split, as I just received a Windows update today. Four laps separate first from second here. We're in round robin 7 of 8. Going to be tough to make up those laps unless some more breakouts take place. Bruce Bullington 2 laps in a row doing a breakout. Jay got him within 10 laps to second place. Also another hard one going to have to be to get that. First, second, and third looks like they might be solidified here, unless we see several breakouts take place. Goldust, first time running his own Indy car here down on purple. Not too bad. Four red lights dropping out to a green. And so far, the first oval race has not been too bad with the breakout time. Looks like a lot of people enjoying it. Man, Bruce just narrowly missed that one with the 1.699. Nathaniel made a really good comment the other day about breakout racing. It's all about where you let off to keep yourself within getting busted out. So it looks like Nathaniel Burton's going to bring this baby home. Well, no, actually we got one more heat left to go, but it's going to be tough to try to claw back from a 6-point deficit here. Average lap 65 for Nathaniel. Average laps for Glenn 64.1. Jay Latham 62.9. 61.9 for Bruce Wellington. 60.9 for Goldust, and 46.7 for Paul, where he's been out for a couple heats. So pretty much right at a 4-lap difference from first on average all the way down to second to last. So very, very, very close. I'll leave you guys here with the oval. Be right back with you for the final heat. Right out of the gate, Bruce Bullington with the breakout on yellow lane. He's got a fast little car there. In dire need, maybe next week, the best laps will shrink a little bit, and maybe might be right on point, about a 1.69 it looks like. Nathaniel Burton holding it down by 6 laps. Jay Latham, 10 laps difference between him and Glenn. Bruce Bulletin right at about 7 laps difference, 6 or 7. Goldust looks like he might be trying to make a move here on Bruce. 4 laps difference between them two. Minute and 5 seconds left to go. Might come down to the wire between these two as long as Goldust doesn't break out. He's 4 laps difference between him and Bruce. Bruce taking another hit there that might really make it close to the wire here now. As we get 2 or 3 cars left off, and Goldust was able to make a couple laps there with Bruce. Laps gained this heat alone by Goldust. If it's any indication, 2-minute heats, he does have a chance to bring it right there to Bruce and be very, very close for a 4th place position. Just goes to show you things can change in a moment's notice and be very, very tight. Bruce taking another hit there to a breakout and another one. So 1 lap separates him and Goldust currently. Bruce just flying today. It's so fast that he's catching those breakouts. Seconds. It's going to come down to the row, it looks like. And Bruce Bulletin's barely going to hold it off Goldust, but man, what a change of events there for the final heat. So Nathaniel Burton going to take home the win there. 514 laps, 4 laps difference than Glenn Burton there with 510. About 10 or so laps difference there for Jay Latham, 498. Bruce Bulletin 496, 2 laps difference from Jay. Goldust 495. So right there, a battle for 3rd place there towards the end. Literally just a few laps difference. Paul Woosley there 384. Probably would have been right there with the guys too if he didn't miss that blue lane. Anywho, guys, I'm back here in the shop. You can see it's 4:10. We're going to be getting started about 5 o'clock for the dirt late model, Ohio Valley style. In the meantime, God bless you. Thank you for watching the Indy race on the oval this weekend. And come back and see us here about 5 o'clock. We're going to be getting into probably our biggest series, the dirt late model series. That's the one that everybody loves running.